Good afternoon, everyone. This is Mr. Weatherman Forecast. Today's video, we are taking a look at a slight risk of severe weather event going on for today, tomorrow, and the next day. And according to the satellites, we are seeing some interesting facts going on. Without further, let's get started. So as you can see, we have a slight risk of severe weather event going on in Missouri into Virginia, and we also have a slight risk of severe weather going on into Montana. But without further, we want to make sure what's actually behind all this. So we're going to go with the Storm Prediction Center from the National Weather Service. So as you can see, this is where it's showing the category. As you can see, these are for Charlotte, Nashville, Kansas City, Virginia Beach, Atlanta, even for the marginal risk for Denver, Colorado Springs, Wichita, Aurora, and Louisville. And for the tornado threat is a 2% chance for Kansas City, Overland Park, Kansas City, Topeka, and Olith. I can't pronounce his name, but yeah, that's where the areas are expected with the tornado threat. Now, for the wind threat is a 15% chance, which is again for Charlotte, Nashville, Kansas City, Virginia Beach, Atlanta, Denver, Colorado Springs, Wichita, Aurora, all those areas are expected. Now, again, we're showing the wind. Yeah, those are the areas that are expected. Just the same areas. And for the hail threat, they updated this, which as you can see, it changed back to a normal category. Which yes. Now, before I checked this one, it didn't have the significance, but now it does have a significance, and it's a 15% chance. Now and this significance is going to be for Great Falls, Lewistown, and for 50% chances for Billings, Great Falls, Helena, Javier, Miles City, Denver, Kansas City, Colorado Springs, Aurora, all those areas for the 5% chance, the 15% chance that I showed you guys, the, the, the significant severe, yes, those are the two areas that are expected with Great Falls and Lewistown. I did not expect this. Yeah, they can update this. So yeah, guys, as you all know, this actually the National Weather Service can update the forecast, everything else. So yeah, without further, let's go with the next day, which is for Friday. Now for Friday, it's a slight risk of severe weather event going on for Montana, and we have another slight risk of severe weather event going on in the southeastern of Indianapolis and the southwestern of Ohio and I think it's in the northern Kentucky. Those are the areas that are expected with a small, slight risk of severe weather event going on today down here. Now, without further, let's talk about the tornado. Now, before we talk about the tornado, we gotta go on the slight risk. And the slight risk is a Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, Lexington, Fayette, Kentucky, Bloomington, Indianapolis, Missoula, Montana. Those are the areas that are expected. The marginal risk is for Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Memphis, Charlotte, and for Nashville. Those are the areas that are expected with the marginal risk. Now, for the tornado risk, it's a 5% chance. No, it's a 2% chance, which is a good thing, and it's the same areas for Indianapolis, Cincinnati, Louisville. All those areas are expected, and it's also for Dayton, Ohio. Now, for the wind threat is the same area as you can see. All these are same, just the same areas, the counties, everywhere, the states, everything else. So yeah, the hail threat is a 15% chance. Yes, and it's the same areas which includes for Missoula, Great Falls, Buddy, or yeah, and for Helena, Harvard, these are the 15% chance. The 5% chance is for Indianapolis, Memphis, Nashville, St. Louis, and Cincinnati. And for for the day 3 outlook, as we have a slight risk of severe weather event, even the marginal risk, and the slight risk is for Billings, Fargo, Bismarck, Grand Forks, Minot. Now, the only thing is that the entire place, the entire North Dakota is getting covered like a blanket. Not the blanket that you cover when you go to bed, but the blanket of the slight risk. Now, it only happens if they change the probabilities, what's going on. Now, the probability is a 15% chance for the same areas are expected with this 15% chance of the probability risk. Now for the 48, we have the 4 day, and it's for the southeastern of the North Dakota into the northeastern and the southern eastern of the South Dakota and the entire area of Minnesota and the northwestern of Wisconsin. Now for day 5, without further, we're going to go the days after days. Now day 5 is slow. Day 6, day 7, day 8 is perfect. Everything looks to be normal. But for day 4, it's not normal. So without further, let's not waste any time and let's look with the data with the satellite. Well, let's first with the NAM 3 kilometer model and satellite. And as you can see, it's in satellite. Now we're gonna have to speed it up a little bit forward so we don't lose track about this. Now as you can see, it's currently 2:25, which is on the radar. It shows 9 a.m., which is today's date. Well, don't worry, guys. The time and date will be always above here, above in the northern. No, not in the northern. It's on the top. I think on the top right. That's where the time and date is going on. Now we're gonna speed this up. So we're gonna go all around in two. Okay, so this is what's going on at 2 p.m. Now we go forward, we stop. So look at this. This is the prediction that they predicted. Down here, this is where this area stretches from here into this side. Now we stop right here. And Montana, yes, Montana is also involved with this too. Now we're gonna stop there. Now as we go forward today, we'll see this. We see more pockets of we see this worm pocket of rain like stretching down there into there. Now we go forward, it goes forward, and later, look, we stop right here, we go backwards, there it is. There is the pockets of rain. I was not expecting that, but that is where it's going into Kentucky. Now later at around 8 or 10, there it is. Wait, we go back. We want to make sure we don't lose track. Now, yes, on the flight risk, we never found nothing interesting. Like, I can show you guys again. See, they're nothing interesting, but some few clouds may produce some rain. Now, for Friday, as I said again on Friday, we have some storms, which is the flight risk. As you can see, there it is. This is what the slight risk was talking about. Some small pockets of rain into larger pocket of rains. My only prediction is there could be some possible flash flooding or flooding. We don't know, but if the National Weather Service does issue it, we will be on up to date. Now, as we go forward further into Saturday, we have these more rains on the southern side of the United States, the southeastern. We go forward and we see more rain. This is what's going on in Montana, which down here, this is what's going on. Now we stop here, we go forward, and wait, we go backwards. Look at this. This is what's happening for Sunday. Sunday is where the rain starts. We go forward and look, we stop right here, but wait just 1 minute. We stop at Sunday and look at this. See this? No rain, but later it could show some rain in the data. And right here, we have more rain going on. That's where the blanket starts. Now, this is not what we're expecting, but that's what's going to happen from Thursday into Sunday. Now, not only that, but whoa, hold your horses. What is this? What is the satellite showing? That is actually Hurricane Bonnie. Now, we didn't talk about Bonnie for like 2 days or 3 days or more, but today we are talking about it. As you can see, the satellite, according to the satellite, you can see how Bonnie is still alive. I'm actually impressed of the abilities, how she's going on. But look, but wait just 1 minute. We stop here. We go forward. Nope. Stop. Actually, it doesn't have the ability to stop, so yeah. We're going to time it, and there. See this? That's the eye. That is the hurricane's eye. And that's what we're talking about. Hurricane Bonnie is about to begin her unleashing. Now, as I said, this could make some landfall. Now, I did not talk about the landfall, so we're going to go something we want to make sure about that Bonnie does not make any landfall. So, we're going to take the different one into the next level. Now, we're here with the hurricane Center, or the National Hurricane Center, as we all say, and nhcnoaa.gov. You guys can find this anywhere in Google, anything else. You can find this, anything else. So yeah, as here in Atlantic, there's no tropical cyclone for the next 48 hours, which is a good thing. But on the eastern side, let's go further on the eastern side. See what's going on. Nope. You don't go there. Nope. We're not making. Okay, I'm getting. See, this is why I don't like to get a tablet. I actually like to have an actual computer because this thing's a little cheaper than I expected. Yeah, see, this is what we're dealing here. In the Eastern Pacific, we have Bonnie here, Hurricane Bonnie, not tropical storm. Because if you hear people say, "Oh, there is a tropical storm called Bonnie," well, that isn't true. Because tropical storm Bonnie is no more tropical. She's a hurricane. Now, this is why you guys need to visit to my channel, because I'm your number one forecaster and news broadcast. And there is another one which I was not expecting right here. There it is. A 40% chance of maybe a cyclone formation chance. And it's a 40% chance. Now we're going to go click this. As you can see, there is a disturbance, a 30% chance of cyclone formation in 48 hours as of 11 a.m. PDT, July 7th, so 2022, offshore of the southern Mexico, a tropical wave located in several hundred miles south of the southern coast of Mexico continues to produce a large area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions are expected to be conducive for the gradual development, and a tropical depression is likely to form well south or southwest of the southern western coast of Mexico over the weekend or early next week, while the disturbance moves forward or the western northwestward about 15 miles per hour. Formation chance is 48 hours, low 30%. Formation chance throughout 5 days, high 70% chance. And for not that, and not for what I was expecting, we have Bonnie. Now, yes, we're going to show you guys the satellite. This is what the satellite actually does look like. Now, on the essential, yes, everything seems to be calm, but this is what we're talking about. See, there's Bonnie, and there's that tropical storm of 30% chance. And we're going to click on Bonnie. This is what's going on. It's Hurricane Bonnie, and look at this. As 9 a.m. MDT, which I'm not good at pronouncing time. So yeah, the maximum sustained winds are 80 knots, 90 miles per hour. Minimum central pressure 980 millibars. I can't remember millibars. We don't know. So yeah, for the location is on the 17.3 northern and on the 113.7 western. Movement west northwest at 12 knots into 14 miles per hour. Now we're going to see more details. So we're going to click her and we're going to give her details. Now look at this. This is the chart where it's going on. This is probably her. This is what is going on today. See, this is where she is right now, and this is where she will die. This is where she will not last long, and this is the tropical storm. I was not expecting this to become a hurricane. It's just that they didn't upgraded it, but don't worry, we still have some chance, because the good thing is that Hurricane Bonnie has never touched ground. That's a good thing. And this is where, if you see the white stuff, if you see the D actually stands for depression. The S actually stands for, I think, subtropical, and the H stands for hurricane. Now, this is where she's going to become a depression at 6 a.m. on Sunday. Well, she starts at 6 p.m. Saturday into 6 a.m. Sunday, and that's where she will stop forming, and she will become a depression into a long gone tropical storm, which is a good thing. Now, the wind speeds of the probabilities is actually this. This is what is today, and if you see the purple color, that is actually called the higher wind speed, and that is when the winds pick up maybe the most highest wind speed are going to be 90 miles per hour, so it's higher than that, but it will become a depression. It will become a 5% chance, a 5 wind speeds, or all those things that are expected with that. So yeah, and for the arrival time, yes, there are the arrivals. Now we'll show you what the time it is. This is what the tropical has been asking. It's on Thursday 2 p.m. into Saturday 8 p.m. Now let's talk about what is actually going on. Now this is the warnings and the surfaces. This is what happened. That's the past track. She came all the way down there into becoming a tropical storm force. So yeah, now, we're talking about cyclones, we're just talking about things, but we're talking about hurricanes into actual real life, destructive, maybe destructive hurricanes, tropical storms, but gladly nothing will make landfall, which is a good thing. Now, for the satellite, this is what satellites are going on today. Now I didn't show you the satellites because I never use the satellites that much, but as you can see, this is the current satellite. As you can see, there is some blobs, and the blobs with the red into the dark shaded. It's actually called the higher. These are higher rains, all those things they're expected. Into wider, into a pink shaded color. That's the high. That's all the rain, all the everything that is with this situation. Which today, gladly, we will be all calm. Which yes, not everything is calm, but will be calm as it passes by. It will never happen, or well, yes, it will happen. But today we're gonna keep some updates. I'll be tracking this storm, see if we get some more new updates. I don't know. Anything else that happens, just let me know in the comments. See if there's any more new storms, and we can make a request or an update. We don't know. We'll make an update if this Storm Prediction Center changes it, everything else. So, without a doubt, goodbye and have a nice day.